Hello everyone, and welcome to my next Java tutorial on infinite arguments for intermediates. So whatever you had before in your items class, just get rid of it. All you want is your constructor, your add items, and your print days. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add items, but according to each day. So we're kind of making a grocery list for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to create new grocery items. I already did that ahead of time. This is my second time recording because my voice sounded funny. So public string day, right? We're gonna have the days and an items. And just like we're doing with the items, we're going to have string args. That way all we need to worry about is just putting in strings, and we don't have to worry about making arrays as such. So string day and then string args. We're going to set the day, obviously, and then set the items to the arguments. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. If you're actually been watching my videos up till now, then you should have no problem understanding that. So going back here, we're going to create a new public array list of grocery, and we're just gonna name them days. Pretty simple. Then we're gonna do days equals new array list. Okay, so we already now instantiated our days. Next thing we're gonna do is we're going to do days dot add grocery, but grocery takes a value, right? The days and an array. So instead of making a new array and a new variable, we just need to do new grocery, the day, and then the temp. Okay, and now we've added this new grocery variable into our array. So then lastly, for print days, all we need is a for each grocery item in days for each day. Let's print it out. So let's do day, and then all we need to do is item dot day. Remember that to have your item public, that way you won't have any issues with that. So then we just do a new line, and yes, I know this thing is already down here, so you know exactly what it's gonna look like. But as I said, this is my second time doing this tutorial. So, and then we're going to do item, and then all we need is item dot items, but we're going to wrap this in an array class. Array dot, we should have array dot to string, and then items dot item, and we should be good. Interesting. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure I got it back by doing items dot items and then dot to string. This will give us an error, and then wrap using arrays. It's arrays, not array. Okay, so if we run this, we should get day, Monday, items, carrots, broccoli. Now this hello, you're probably wondering, what is this? Well, that, my friends, is, if we go back to our infinite arguments, you will see string args. Well, what that means is you can actually put in arguments before, when running your class, you can actually put arguments in there. So I put an argument called hello. You can put in whatever you want. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Good to see you again. If you click OK and you run that, you'll see hello darkness, my old friend. Good to see you again. I'm pretty sure it's glad to see you again. If you haven't heard that song, Sounds of Silence, you probably won't get it. But it's a good song to listen to, very classy and very calming. So, system.out.println arrays.toString and then the arguments. And as you can see, it took the arguments of the command line, quote, command line, and then each space that we had was essentially a argument. So then it just printed out hello darkness, so on and so forth. So that's essentially how you run command arguments. Now for those who are programming this not in NetBeans but in a text file, I apologize, but I don't know how to do that. I'm pretty sure I've seen it somewhere where you have your Java, right? You're running your Java class, and then you run, let's say it's this, you have infinite args, and then you have your arguments after, like hello Johnny, whatever, and it'll print out hello Johnny. But I am not too well versed in running this from a command line. I just know that if you want to add command lines, command arguments from here, because someone else needs arguments from the command line or wants to put arguments in the command line, you can. All you need to do to test is just project properties, run, and then you put in whatever arguments that the person wants you to put in, and then you're done. You get this. So that's enough rambling about command line arguments. So the key here to adding the items was just your string day, your string, and then ... temp. That way we don't have to worry about making a new string array. We just have to put in your strings and whatever else you want in there, as long as it's a string. And then we made a new groceries class to hold our day and our temporary array variable. That way when we go here, we don't have to worry about any of that. In Java, you want to make your life as easy as possible in your main class. Meaning here, you just want to say, okay, items.add items. Okay, the first thing we need to do is add our day, and then we can put in as many strings. We don't want to worry about creating arrays within our main class. We want our backdoor or back room, as I like to call it, do all the stuff for us, and up front everything is all nice and pretty. It's all nice and looking good and fresh. So that's pretty much just the basics, and I guess the intermediate version of doing variable arguments. So I'm not going to do another temporary another variable arguments tutorial, because this is as pretty in-depth as you can get, in my opinion. So I will be starting a C++ tutorial for those who want to also learn C++, because in my opinion C++ is a pretty good language to get your hands on, and because it's very close to computer programming, and also many people use it for game engines as well, creating them or just creating games from scratch. You can use C++. So if you want to start seeing that, please comment below on what you'd like to see. Thank you.